Hi everybody, welcome to Business Avenue. This is a little bit unique for this show, but I think you're going to find that this is a special show that you'll really enjoy. My name is Ara Tapuzzi and I'm the Economic Development Director here for the City of Novi, and I've got four wonderful guests inside the studio today. They are winners of the Business Recognition Awards, which was done through the Novi Chamber and the Novi Rotary this year in 2012. So we're going to have an informal discussion, learn about what they do, and stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Here we are inside SWAC Studios, and I've got four wonderful guests I just mentioned, and we're going to go around. We're going to have a nice informal discussion and learn more about your business. Can we start with you?
Sure. Thank you. My name's Adrienne Lunhoff, and I own Shazaaam Buzzforia. I'm from a marketing team here in Novi.
And you've had a lot of PR lately because you had a nice promotion running where you were looking for businesses to do some PR work for.
We actually were celebrating our 10-year anniversary, and we held open nominations for nonprofits to nominate themselves, and we gave away $1 million in pro bono services. 10 nonprofits were voted out of 140 that submitted nominations, and 10 received each $100,000 in pro bono services.
So how many have you figured out how many people went on the website to vote for these businesses?
We had over 14,000 people
Wow.
come to our website and vote.
So now what gave you that idea to do that? I mean, it's a great idea, and certainly I know it got a lot of play here in Novi, but where did that come from?
You know, I have an 8-year-old daughter, and she's an only child.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of young people who work for me. And when I started the agency 10 years ago, I thought it was very important for us to have a philanthropic side to what we do. So we had done, prior to our 10-year anniversary, about $3 million in pro bono services. And when we sat down and decided what we wanted to do for the 10-year, it would have been very easy to throw a party, have a lot of people over to the offices, and we decided we wanted to give back something that was a lot more substantive and had more permanence in terms of a gift. So,
well, it's a great idea. I mean, for along lines of economic development, when you talk about what the state's been doing in partnering with business, this fits in it tremendously. You've got companies such as Varnum, which is a law practice. It's got an office here in Novi. They did the same thing, and there's other companies doing that as well. So I applaud you doing that because, you know, not only does it give back, but you're also doing a good thing helping all these nonprofits, which we know have taken a pretty big hit in the last few years. Talk about Shazaaam a little bit and the types of things that you do and what businesses are looking for out of a PR company.
Well, obviously, we have a for-profit component of what we do. We work with clients on holistic marketing of their businesses. We figure out where they've been, where they are today, where they're trying to go, and then we build out a strategic plan to get them there. And we have a lot of tools in our toolbox. I did my first online campaign in 1989. So obviously what's now known as social media plays a big part of what we do. Traditional publicity and media relations. We have a product sampling division, so we go across the country and we do experiential events and product sampling for clients such as Fago and their parent company. We also do advertising and generalized marketing services. Okay.
And if people want more information about you, you've got a website, where would they go to?
www.Shazaaam, S is in Sally, H is in Henry, A is in Apple, Z is in Zebra, Apple, so that's 3 A's.
A lot of vowels.
Yes.
In that.
M is in Mary.com.
Excellent. Thank you. You. Tell me all about you and what you do.
Well, hi, Era. I'm Renee Lubaway. I'm the owner-director of Digital Ink LLC and Novi. It's a computer learning center, and my focus is primarily helping with teach technology literacy skills. And so I am in the schools. I do after-school keyboarding classes, teaching kids how to type, grades 3 through 6 in all of the Novi schools. And last summer we had summer camps and had a few classes with, again, grades 3 through 6 in our computer learning center in Novi. And then I was approached by the Novi Senior Center. Sandy Fisher is my partner in crime and the reason for this award for my company. She asked if I would consider teaching seniors. And so I developed some classes and looked at what other organizations in the area, what opportunities are there for seniors, tried to fill in the gaps that we're missing and provide computer classes for seniors. And so it's been wonderful.
What kind of gap are you seeing? What as far as the seniors go, what types of things are they in need to learn? Is it the whole gamut across the board, or is there anything in particular?
Well, each is unique, and that's the primary challenge. And then also I interviewed seniors and to find out, where do you go and what is it you want to learn and what skills, how are computers hard for you? What do you need help with? And I found that their biggest complaint was that, they didn't want to go to their senior center for a class. They wanted to go somewhere else. And a lot of classes they signed up for were being canceled because they had minimums. I don't have any minimums for my classes for my seniors. So that's different. I have a very small class size too. Some of them said that I'm just afraid to ask questions, or the classes are moving too fast for me, and I'm intimidated by the other people in the room all knowing, how to use computers, and I don't want to ask. And so I just, I have very small class sizes. I also have an interactive whiteboard. I have a smart board, which we use in the classrooms in the schools. And the reason why that is so useful with students in schools is because it engages and motivates learners. It's interactive. So it's really cool to see it being used with the senior population to the same effect.
So if people want to find you online, where would they find you, Renee?
My website, digitalinklllc.com. That's ink with a K.
Excellent. Don't go away. We're going to be right back. We're not done yet. We've got more on Business Avenue.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday. All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day.
Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday. Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday.
Eat well and move a lot.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday.
All the healthy children, all the healthy children. Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Welcome back to Business Avenue. Now we got two other folks that we're going to talk to. Their names are pretty easy for me to remember because we got Jim and Kim, very easy for me to work with. Kim, why don't we start with you and tell me who you are and what you do.
Well, thank you for having me. My name is Kim Campbell-Jurek, and I work for Novi, or excuse me, for Autodesk here in Novi. And I am a bit different than the others here because I don't actually own the business. I really wish I did, but I don't. I am, however, the manager for education strategy and relations for our manufacturing division, which is primarily the folks that work in the Novi office. We have about 140 people that are actually in the office, and they work on our engineering software, which is really exciting, and I get to work on the education side of that.
Well, and Autodesk is very unique, certainly within this group too. And Tell the audience something they probably don't know about. Talk about the movies.
Oh, Autodesk, yeah, the movies. The last 16 Academy Awards that have been given for special effects and computer graphics in the movie business have all been done in our software. So things like Avatar,
yep,
and Kung Fu Panda, and just, I mean, all the fun stuff, all the computer graphics is a big piece of our business, but that also feeds into the engineering side, which is really where I and my team work. So we actually get to bring all that cool technology to a good part of what we do here in Southeast Michigan, which is manufacture stuff. So that's
now, for the Business Recognition Awards, what did you win for?
For the large corporation, for the large business, and actually it was nice because I was had an opportunity to work with R.J. Weber over at the Novi Community School District and Steve Matthews. They're wonderful to work with, and their teachers there. So we have a local component, plus we're doing stuff globally.
And you were featured on Channel 4 for the robotics program, which was definitely a nice piece. And I've been there to your offices many times, and it's certainly a wonderful place. So congratulations. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Jim, who are you?
I'm Jim Kitchen.
You count well, we know. That's a behind-the-scenes joke. But tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Jim Kitchen, and thank you for having me here. I own Golf Tech Custom Club and Repair Center on 10 Mile Meadowbrook. And we
something I don't need.
We need to get you into.
Yeah,
definitely.
You've heard.
Definitely. Yeah, we do everything from custom building to repairs, retrofitting customers' clubs that come in, fitting them for new equipment. We did add a OptiShot simulator system to our store, which helps better fit every individual, being a beginner golfer, pro golfer. We've got our AccuSport launch monitor that helps us as well. So we do a lot of customization, a lot of one-on-one with our customers and helping them better their golf game and just improve so they can enjoy the sport.
Now, winter time is probably a better time for you because nobody can go out and golf outside, although in Michigan weather this year, I think everybody could have a little bit. So you're probably seeing a lot of folks come in probably still right now just to get their lessons and help them tweak what they do and whatnot.
We've got the hardcore golfers that are definitely still playing. They've played through December and January, coming in and doing re-grips and even buying golf balls and everything we sell in the store. And then this season really kicks off in March.
Okay.
The leagues start in April. March is our largest month of the year. So vacation, spring breaks.
Is there any hope for me? Have you heard how good I am?
We'll get you on the OptiShot. We'll get you straightened around. We do offer lessons as well.
Terrific. So, and if people want more information about your business, the website is
golftech-michigan.com.
Yep. So I neglected to ask you both earlier what categories you want for the Business Recognition Awards.
We won Best Place to Work for Small Business here in Novi.
Terrific. So you've got a great staff. How many staff at your place?
15.
Great. So you got 15 wonderful people that'll never ask you for a raise because they love where they are. Just kidding. Right?
Hopefully
we won Community Builder for Small Business in Novi for our senior programs.
Okay, terrific. Let's go all the way back here because I neglected to ask you the website for people for Autodesk, which I hope they can figure it out.
It's nice and easy, but we'll certainly tell you. www.autodesk, just like it sounds, .com.
Excellent.
And we do give all of our students and teachers access to all of our software for free. So we certainly want them to check that out too.
Terrific, thank you. And then I didn't ask you what category you won in.
The award was for customer service excellence.
Terrific. So then you could help me in my golf game. Well, I want to thank these four that have come out here to talk about their businesses, and certainly, again, congratulations on winning the award for the Business Recognition Awards. But don't go away because we're not done yet. We've got a special guest coming right up.
The Novi Business Assistance Team is a free resource designed to assist small and medium-sized businesses. The goal is to provide knowledge, guidance, and useful tools that business owners can utilize to help their businesses grow in an effective and efficient way.
The Novi Business Assistance Team includes representatives from the City of Novi, the Novi Chamber, Oakland County, and the SBTDC. The best part of a bat visit? No cost. If you are a business based in the city of Novi and you've been in business for a minimum of 2 years, you qualify for a bat visit.
For more information on the Novi Business Assistance Team and Economic Development, visit investnovi.org.
Welcome back to Business Avenue. Again, I'm Ara Tapuzian, and I told you we have a very special guest here in the studio. We just talked to 4 different businesses of Novi, but we're going to be talking to Mr. Novi, Phil Superfisky. And Phil, congratulations. You won the Mayor's Economic Ambassador of the Year Award, something that the city has done for the last few years that goes to an outstanding individual like yourself. That's really contributed to the community for which you have. You know, Phil, when I first met you and I got your business card and it said Mr. Novi on there, I thought, well, this has got to be somebody that I'm going to need to know and certainly have over the last few years. And Phil, tell the audience what you do.
I'm a real estate salesperson with Real Estate One.
Yep.
We're at the northwest corner of Grand River and Meadowbrook in our new location. And I've been fortunate to be in Novi selling houses since 1975.
Wow. So it's changed quite a bit. How has it changed in your view?
It's changed. Well, when I moved to town, we had 1 traffic light. so it's the city's changed dramatically.
Right.
But it really hasn't changed, because when I came to town, it was a very welcoming community.
Right.
And it's still a very, very welcoming community. So we just have more people.
Yes, we have a lot more people.
Yeah.
How hard is it selling homes these days, especially in this economic climate that we're in? You know, we read all about, you know, the housing market is slowly taking that upward tick. How is that? How do you identify with that?
Well, the market itself is much better today than it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago in the activity.
Right.
We're seeing quite a few properties sell today. We're making a lot of buyers very, very happy.
Sure.
We're not making many sellers happy because they were kind of used to the prices for 5-6 years ago.
Right.
But the activity is great.
But is it a dramatic, are sellers seeing a dramatic difference between what they want and what they're getting?
Not today, because of the national downturn.
Right.
Sellers have an understanding that the market is much softer. 3 years ago or 4 years ago, sellers didn't realize that the economy was as bad, so their expectations were much higher.
Right.
But today they have more realistic expectations.
Okay, and talk to me about this community. Again, you've been here for many years, and certainly you can't put Mr. Novi on your business card without having some sort of master status for that. So tell me about your perceptions of this community. You know, we touched on it a little bit, but why is Novi an easy community for you to sell?
I think it goes back to the people in Novi, whether it's the residents, whether it's the city employees. Novi cares. Mm-hmm. My wife and I were part of a group back in the mid or late 80s where we brought a national speaker into town, and the acronym was Novi Cares. And I don't remember what the CARES stood for, but when I think back to the people in town, everyone really cares about the quality of life. It's a very welcoming community. Mm-hmm. Novi's always been open to people of all socioeconomic backgrounds. Some of our surrounding communities aren't quite that welcoming, and so it's just been a great place to know that look at our city council people and our mayor. We always have many people trying to get those positions.
Sure.
And it's a volunteer position,
yeah.
And they make a few bucks for each meeting that they go to, but they love the community. They care so much about it that they want to do right for the community. City employees the same way. Your staff and all the Clay staff and everybody at City Hall, they all care to make it a better place. And so even though we don't have a per se downtown Novi,
right.
I always tell people that our downtown is in the people's hearts. Yeah. It's in the spirit of the people who live there and want other people to come and live there as well.
Well, terrific. That makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about the award that you got. Surprise, shock to you? Tell me what your thoughts are. I feel like we're on the red carpet here for the Oscars, but I've never really asked anybody that kind of question.
Well, it was a surprise and a shock both. My wife and I had just come back from taking a walk. Excuse me. We try to take a stroll down 10 miles as many days of the week as we can in the afternoon with our nice winter sunshine.
Yep.
And I get back home and there was a phone call from the mayor and I was like, uh-oh, what's the mayor want? I thought there was a new committee or a new project or something he wanted me to work on. And he asked if I would accept the award, and I just was shocked. It was a good thing I was sitting down.
Well, it's certainly very, very deserving. I mean, this was an award that we've now handed out for a couple of years, and you joined folks such as one of the former general managers at the Baronet Renaissance, and also the former, actually, executive director of the Japanese Business Society of Detroit. Solely something, chosen by the mayor, and as he said, it only took him seconds to figure out who should get that. So it's our pleasure that you won that, and certainly we continue to show our appreciation at a recent city council meeting where we received an award from the mayor and city council on that. Any parting final piece of advice you'd like to give us?
The only thing I'd like to say is it's a great place to raise a family.
Yeah.
We raised our 4 children in the city. We have no plans on leaving. It's just a great place to raise a family.
Terrific. Phil, thank you for coming out again. It's a pleasure, as always, to talk to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Novi. And that about wraps it up for Business Avenue. Again, my name is Ara Tapuzzi, and I'm the Economic Development Director here for the City of Novi. If you'd like more information on Phil and some of the businesses also that we have here, we invite you to visit our website at investnovi.org. If you're on Facebook, and we hope you are, check us out at facebook.com/investnovi. Until next time, take care.